Okay, so first order of business is the applications. So we got 6 applicants, and all of them are like eligible except for one. I don't know if you guys read it, but it's Brian. He's the one. He's been involved in the club, and he just has a low GPA. But it's because he was in community college like 7 years ago, and then took a break to go to work and came back. So he's on like a different trajectory now. Um, so and he like said like if you guys take that into consideration, like I'd be happy to be part of the club. So what do we think? We want to have him, right?
Yeah, he
Probably.
was like the most enthusiastic out of like all the members, right?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think he'd be a good addition.
Yeah, agreed. Okay. So I guess I will send out like a congratulations email type thing. Is that is that okay, or is that weird? Or what should I do? Or say like, okay, you're admitted to the club, or
Admitted to the club.
Maybe like you're welcome into the club.
Yeah, welcome to the club. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Congrats, welcome.
Are there any other things you guys want me to include in that?
But you said 6 responses? Or
6, and then the one response that you did, I'm pretty sure. Like the test.
we have another one now.
Oh, since when?
I don't know. It just says 8 now.
Oh, it says 8 now.
If it's in order, then it's Christina.
Yeah, a different Christina, not the one we know. Okay. That literally just happened like the past like 5 minutes, but cool.
Nice.
Okay. And it looks like her GPA is good.
Did Nadia ever post about the application on Instagram?
No, I don't think she did. She's posting stuff. I don't think she did. So how about we don't close this until the next meeting, and then we'll tell her to post it?
Oh yeah, true. Because I forgot that like maybe like LBCC, the main Instagram could also help out too. I guess we just need to talk to her about it.
Okay, yeah. I didn't even realize that we could be using Instagram for promoting the application.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Okay, so other than that, I think the only thing we have to talk about today is planning our next meeting. So, what should our next meeting be on? Should it be like introduction to resources or mentorship, or tell them how to write an abstract or how to find a thesis? What do you guys think that we should do for our first meeting? Second meeting.
Probably be good to help them develop ideas before we start teaching about abstracts, right? Like, or do you think we should have the basis first and then push them to?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I could see both ways. Talk about just brainstorming with them ideas, maybe talking through ideas, like what they're interested in, asking them like questions that they want to answer about their research topics, and then and not do like the formal stuff yet.
How about we explain the basics of research, like the the abstract, intro, all that, and then we ask them individually what they're doing. Then from there on, we can.
When you say ask them individually, do you mean in the meeting or like in an email?
In the meeting. Why not the meeting?
Yeah. Okay. So what if like we did like the first half of the meeting, we give like
We could also show examples.
Yes. Okay. So like what if in the first half of the meeting we give like a foundation of like the research process, and then in the second half of the meeting we like brainstorm ideas with them and try to get them to land on a thesis? What do you guys think should be the priority of the members right now? Should it be to find a thesis, or what?
I say find a thesis, find something to research about.
Okay.
Sure, like maybe they can keep that in mind, but I actually think that we should go over more of like the types of research again. I know that it seemed like I went into depth last time, but I didn't. And in order to know what their topic is, like you also have to mention like, okay, but studies, like these are studies, these are review research papers, these are this and that. So they know like, okay, maybe is it something that they want to actually, I mean, like, I guess you could brainstorm like Michael said, like I guess you could brainstorm for next meeting, but I think with that you also have to talk about, you know, like what kinds of research, like kind of like really let them know, like, okay, this is that, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else.
Okay, so like if we do a Google presentation, like a slide, we would want one of the slides to be different types of research, like literary analysis and, you know, others, like whatever types. And like that can be one of their slides that we talk about.
Yeah, and then also, you know, like what Michael said, that you can also show like examples, just like very small examples. You can kind of scroll them through. That way they have a feeling of like, okay, this one's short, this one's long, and just things like that. So
Yeah, okay. So I shared with you guys a slide. So why don't we put our ideas for each slide down? So we already have two, which are show examples about what research essays papers look like. And another slide is, what was it? Oh, the types of research. So we already have two. Yeah. Types of research. Examples of research. What else should we add?
we can look at some ideas for them. You know, I guess it's easy, like for when you search up, you know, I don't know, research ideas on Google, it should tell you.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like just kind of get them started on like the whole brainstorming thing. So there's this here. So look, I'm going to send this link right now to the Zoom. You should look at it. It's pretty hefty.
Okay.
So yeah, click on that. 113 great research paper topics.
Oh, nice.
So for things like that, you can kind of pick and see like maybe something that they want to talk about: government, health, history, religion, technology. You know.
Perfect. Okay.
So we
Yeah.
can kind of pick and choose from there or from, you know, like other sites, and I give them an idea like, hey, like this is literally what people are doing, and you know,
Yeah.
maybe you can too.
Okay, I like that. Let me save this link. So do we think that would be in the examples of research slide, or would it be its own thing? When we say examples of research, are we talking about examples of research topics or examples of like research papers?
Papers. I was thinking more
Okay.
of like layout kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also just trying to think like what questions someone coming in might have, and maybe we can try and like, you know, reverse engineer it that way. Try and answer.
Can you
or
think
guess
of
what
any?
they're thinking.
Can you think of any?
Yeah, let me think. I feel like I had a good one a second ago.
I have
That's
a question until AJ thinks of his, or like a question that a student might ask. Like, a student might not be familiar what an abstract is,
Right.
unless they took like English. I think it's like English 3 is when I did like my first college research paper. So I think that would be the most scary, probably one of the most scary things.
Should we have so we should have a slide on abstracts, do you think? I think that's not a bad idea. Kind of explain what the abstract does. Or what are you thinking, Erica?
I don't know if if we specifically need one whole slide for it, or maybe it's like a short slide. But yeah, I think if we want that to be like kind of the second step of the research after like, brainstorming and thinking of the topic, or maybe second or third. I think it would be good to review it sometime. I don't know if we need to review it, like go very in depth at the moment, like at the next meeting per se. But sometime I think we need to talk about the abstract.
I agree. I don't want to like in this meeting like kind of go over everything too fast because then we'll have nothing else to do in our following meetings. So maybe we don't go too in depth on the abstract this time. Let me save that for the next one. And because like I guess because abstracts are something that are written like later anyways, so or they're supposed to be. Okay, so how to get started. Okay, I think for this meeting, since it's the beginning, we should also have a slide on our mentorship or that we offer.
What mentorship do we offer?
It's a good question. What do we offer?
You
I
mean,
think
like,
I thought it's
Good.
just like giving them our emails and telling them like, if you need any help, reach out to us. And like if they reach out to us, maybe we don't know something specifically, we can reach out to the board, and the board can put our brains together and help the students. No one has really done that yet, but I feel like that could be a good thing for the members. Like we could provide help, even if like we don't really know what we're talking about, just like support. Like, and it can be brainstorming, it can be reading your paper for editing. Do we think we should list our emails too? Because I see Erica's writing like Discord. What do you guys think?
Should we just maybe give them the club email and like we can all kind of contribute to answers on there?
Yeah,
Because it might be a bit more streamlined than having them like pick a long list of emails. Maybe that's a bit overwhelming. Like,
yeah, I agree. Yeah, so we'll give them the club email.
and then,
Yeah, we all have access to it. Does everyone know the information?
I do not remember it.
Did we put it in like a doc?
Yeah, it's in that document called Spring 2021. It's at the top of it.
Also, I just found a really good slide. It's like a presentation on how to write a great research paper. I'm going to send it to the email to everyone right now. Maybe we can even replace that. I don't know, that's up to you, but I've been using this for my research, so
Okay, we'll take a look.
okay, I just sent it.
Did you use the right email?
I just replied it to the slides email.
Oh, I see.
Oh my
it.
god, I only sent it to Mark.
Yeah, I can see that.
Shoot. Okay, hold on. Mm,
Research paper. I like the third slide of this already. I don't think that is.
okay, I just sent it to everyone else.
What the? Have you guys taken a look at the thing she sent?
Yeah, I think it's helpful. I mean, I'm not all that familiar with research, and I think
Yeah.
it's a different approach than I would have taken intuitively. So
Yeah, I like that it offers two different models for doing research. Like it's like your idea, then you do research, then you write a paper. I feel like it's very simple. Should we just kind of copy these ideas on our presentation? Is that what you were thinking, Jess?
Yeah, I know that it's like pretty long, so I was just thinking you can kind of, pick and choose like the main points, and then we can just later talk about it. Or, if you want to, you can just always copy and paste, and it'll be a quick, scroll through as we present. That's up to you. I really don't mind. I just thought that it would be helpful to represent as the, I guess, examples of how to write a research paper, like the
Okay.
layout.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right.
I think picking and choosing would be better. Well, if we pick and choose, then the club, the members only get what we tell them. But if we do like what Jessica said of like if we just scroll through and we kind of pick specific things we want to talk about and then send them the slides, they have all of that information, but we went over the big parts. I wouldn't want that to overwhelm them, but it
Yeah.
might not. But then they still get the information.
Yeah, okay. So like in the presentation, we can like share screen and go through it and like focus on this slide specifically. And is that what you were saying, Erica? Okay.
No, that's a good idea. And then send them the slides later to refer back to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. So on our slide presentation, would we have anything about that or probably not? Like from that slide? Because we're just going to go to the other slide. Does that make sense? Or, okay, a better question is there any other things we need to add to our slides?
If I'm being honest, I think we actually have a pretty good amount of things to talk about
Agreed.
because it's actually a lot longer than we think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like mentorship opportunities, like we still have to talk about, like peer reviews and whatnot.
On the how to get started slide, what types of stuff do we expect to talk about on that slide?
Wait,
don't know who made
how
it.
to get started on the Microsoft slide?
No, on our slide.
Oh,
Like the resources, I guess. Is there also like brainstorming that takes place on this one?
there's, we can provide like different types of databases depending on what their subjects are. And then also make sure that the sources are reliable. So I guess, how like we were always taught to always rely on, something with like .org or .gov, just looking into the actual like sources, like whether or not, whether it's an opinion-based article or, it's an actual study or let's say like the article is actually written by someone who knows the subject, just let them know like what's reliable and what's not, I guess. Because I did have some trouble there too. Like some papers I'd come across would be really great, but it's an opinion-based paper written by someone who's not really familiar with the thing. So.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the fallibility of resources. How do we want to go about the brainstorming process? Is it just like asking like, what are you interested in questions, or?
I think it's just going to be that link that I sent. You can kind of get them started, and then you can also add in like literally they can make it their own research, or what most review papers look like is they look at other research papers and then kind of not like explain it, but like kind of like compare in a way. I don't know. It's a kind of like research paper that I have to look into, but that's it. You know, they don't have to perform anything. They don't have to generate like, you know, a brand new idea or anything like that. But you know, we don't want to get them too scared, because then again, like people think that research papers are, you know, it's something that, you know, has to be formal in a way, and you have to let them know like it doesn't have to be, as long as like they have like a formal like layout and like focus on what they want to learn about or to research about.
Do we want to ask them any questions at all then? Or do we just want to talk at them?
You know, you can mention that at the end, like, does anybody have any questions or whatnot? You know, like feel free.
I mean like about like the brainstorm process. Like, do we want to ask them like, so what are you interested in researching? Like what topic? Or do we want to not do that?
I think that might be picking and choosing, because they might be a little scared, if I'm being honest. Maybe you can just talk about it, and then, you know, I'm sure there will be someone who might be like, well, what about this? What about that? You know, and then you can keep going from there and build up
And this is a totally new group of people. So we don't know, or like the new people. So we don't know whether or not they will be coming to the meeting or whether they want to just watch the recording. Hopefully they come. So yeah, that might make sense to not really talk or ask questions to them and expect them to talk yet. Because we'll see who even shows up. Okay,
Well,
so
quick question, it just came up into my head. What's that girl's name that we talked about? She has like the Swedish last name, or I don't know if it's Swedish.
what girl?
Christina with a K?
Yes.
Christina Blaskova.
Yes.
She's like from Poland, or no, Czechoslovakia.
Okay, is she
It's not as big
still
anymore.
writing the research paper?
For HTCC or for us?
Just in general, like I guess for both. I guess
Which
she's from a club.
she didn't apply, so I guess not. I think she didn't get accepted to HTCC, so I think she kind of gave up or something. I don't know.
You should contact her just in case, because
Okay.
she's really devoted to that. But
Okay.
she went blank.
I'll send her an email.
Yeah, and the previous members, are they
Yeah.
still here?
I'm looking here. I'm looking at the form right now, and these are all new names except for Brian. Oh, there's Brenda. She was in it last semester. But yeah, that's it.
And would we want to set some like actionable goals too? Like maybe have like a couple ideas by the next meeting? Because I feel like I don't know.
Well, so what do you think? Like maybe we should like have some plans for our next meeting, like following meeting.
Well, just like I guess like encourage them to have like a couple of set ideas for the next meeting, and then we can
Ooh.
like build off of that maybe.
Oh, give them goals.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah. Yeah, so like, yeah, that's a good idea. We should say like, in the next 2 weeks, you should, this should be your goal for the next 2 weeks. What should those goals be? We should have a goal slide, actually. What do you guys think? Is that okay? A goal slide?
I think it would be good to have like your field of interest down, and then maybe like with 3 potential like research topics and then like 1 research question or something. Is that too much, you think? Or
Field of research.
Mhm.
You said your topic, and what was the other thing?
oh, it's like so like research with some topics and then like 1 kind of like developed question maybe,
Okay, like question that you want to answer potentially.
like research question.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think that sounds like a great idea.
I think that's something like I'm working on mine right now. That's kind of what I've been planning to do. So maybe
Okay.
just apply it to the club. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
Anyone else have any thoughts on that idea?
I like it. The goals and perfect. It's perfectly fine for me. I think it's fine.
Yeah, me too. Okay. I think this is definitely enough slides now.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. List. Are you saying that they're going to be telling us this, or are they going to be emailing us this?
I think it's like a personal goal. like something they should try to achieve?
Oh, okay.
Or is that what you meant, AJ?
That's what I was just kind of thinking, just to have like a sense
Yeah.
of direction, maybe. But
Yeah.
Because if anything, this can go into play with the whole peer review, or not peer review, but like the mentorship thing, where you could send out like maybe a small form, and they could kind of, I guess, answer it there, and then we can kind of call them, or not call them, but have like individual meetings and kind of talk about it, get them to actually, like, I get the whole personal goals thing, and I know that it's spring semester, people are in their own set of classes, but then again, it's like when we do have these meetings, we get to individually talk to them about what their topics are, kind of like get them in the mood, I guess.
Okay.
Because some people, like me, like I'll just like drift off, like I'll be motivated during this meeting to do what, but then as soon as I do something else, I drift off and I completely forget about it until the next meeting. So in
Okay.
a way, we just want to get them motivated. I don't know. That's up to you guys now.
No, I think that sounds reasonable. Do we want to, for our slides 2 and 3, what info can we add to the slide? Like types of research. Are there official names for the research, or do we just say like, I'm sure there is, I'm looking up.
I think there might be official names for research. You can always just list them out. For examples of research, I was just thinking it was something more of like a screen share thing. We kind of go over like, okay, this is what it looks like. I don't know if,
For the examples of research thing?
yeah,
Okay. I'm just gonna write that down.
yeah, they're, the topic of the research it's already pretty extensive. It's like, should already give them an idea.
Yeah.
I'm typing stuff, but you're welcome to change anything. I'm just,
Yes, thank you.
yeah.
Okay, that should be basically everything on the slides. We just have to assign who will present what slide now. And we should have each person who's presenting each slide be responsible for the information on the slide. So if you're doing the goals slide, and you're responsible for listing the goals. I mean, they're already there, but like, if you want to do any tweaking to it, because it becomes your slide, so you can do some tweaking to it or whatever. I will go back and do the aestheticizing it after, just like the day before the meeting or something. So any volunteers on any particular slides?
I can take goals just because that's
Okay.
what I said or something. And try and like extrapolate a little more.
Yeah.
Mentorship opportunities.
Okay, great. Michael and Jess?
I don't mind. I can do, the types of research, and maybe I can screen share and show examples.
Well,
Or
do both.
what did you want to do?
I'll just do whatever no one else wants to do.
I don't care either. Just give me a job and I'll do it. What about the Microsoft slides? When are we incorporating those?
I think that should be done. That should be like segued after the well, it can be like after the examples of research, or it can be, or before that, I mean, maybe after the types of research. Then we kind of, what if like, Jess, what if you did the types of research, and then after your slide, then because I would be sharing the screen, then I would share the Microsoft presentation. And okay.
That's fine with me. Yeah.
just for like a reminder, I'm gonna add a slide in between that. I'll get rid of it before.
Yeah, Michael, do you want to work on finding the types of research with me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so we can just kind of, so we can just type it into there and do our stuff. Mark, do you want these to be due by a particular day? That way you can, put your aesthetics in and whatnot.
Yes. I know we all have a lot of stuff to do, so I mean, if you guys could do it by Wednesday night before you go to sleep, that would be great. So I can spend Thursday doing it. We could have a little buffer time. Does Wednesday night work to have
Mhm.
info done? I mean, it's not that much. It's just like your bullets or whatever.
How were you going to pick the slides from the Microsoft presentation?
That's a good question. I guess we should do that really fast. I definitely want to show them the different models, or I want to show them the slide that says "Don't wait, write." So I can emphasize a point that you don't want to procrastinate. You want to start writing as soon as you can. I also want to show them the different models of research. So the Model 1 and Model 2. And then I will tell them my personal preference, which is Model 1, and hopefully they follow that. You know what? And then I'm going to go over identify your key idea.
Wait, I thought you were screen sharing
Yes.
this. So
Yeah.
why would you pick out the topics? Like when we say scroll through, I mean like, brief. I guess at this point.
You mean like kind of deliver the presentation itself?
Yeah,
In a
I
way?
thought that was what you were going to do at first.
Yeah, I think that is what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to emphasize, like, for example, this slide that says, "Can you hear the ping?" Like, it's not
Okay.
really about, I would like go over that.
Okay.
Are there any specific slides you guys want me to emphasize on it? Or are you just kind of okay with, I think I just want to choose like the basics. I mean, I want to get all of the essential information, but I'm just looking through it. Yeah. And also, like, as I'm scrolling through, if I go over something you guys think that I shouldn't, you guys can like interject and say, "Oh, can you tell us more about that slide that I missed?" Okay. Okay, just so we know who's doing what slide. So Jess is doing the types of research.
With Michael, because I do have a lot of stuff to do too and I need his help.
Okay. So you're doing the types of research with Michael, and then you guys are, I thought you guys were doing the examples of research too. Is that correct or not correct?
We can.
Okay, doing both.
But
Okay.
I thought that examples of research would be like, it said right here, screen share research. I mean, unless you're going to make us hosts, I can always download these PDFs.
For the examples of research, we are doing that link you sent. Right?
Oh, right. Okay.
Let me just add that link to the slide. We have to also choose a slide for Nadia. So
Maybe the how to get started. I don't think that one's been assigned to anybody.
okay, yeah, I'll reach out to her after this meeting and tell her about that.
Oh, and with the Microsoft slide, I think since we're talking like we're still in the beginning stages, you can like overview everything, but I feel like it would be good for us to reuse this slideshow.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
because there's parts in the middle that would
Or
be
more,
good to
yeah.
emphasize later.
Agreed. Okay, so I think for the examples of research, since I'll be sharing, I'll make someone else a host and let them talk about the research topics. Do Michael or Jess volunteer? Because you guys are both doing that. Just to scroll through the topics and say like, actually, I don't even know if I have a slide yet, so maybe I can just do that. Yeah.
Wait, I forgot that, like, if we're gonna do, if Michael and I are gonna do examples of research and types of research anyway,
Mhm.
Michael, which slide do you want to do? I don't mind. We can just split the two.
I'm good working with both.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Which one do you want, Jess? You choose, and
Yeah.
we'll take the other one.
I really don't mind. Maybe I can just do the types of research then. And Michael, I guess you can kind of like choose like what you think are like really cool topics, and if you want, you can maybe like talk about it a little bit. See, like, this is what they're doing. I don't know.
Wait, topics as in like.
Yeah. So look at the examples of research. There's a link right there where when you click on it, it shows like hundreds of topics that you can talk about. I don't know, unless you want me to do that, and then you can do the types of research. That's fine with me too.
I think Michael can do it.
Topics. It's so subjective, though. You might as well ask what they're gonna write about.
Well, no,
I
it's
feel
just
like
it's just
just real
inspire
quick.
them with ideas. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I feel like the best thing to do is first ask where they are, like with like their interests and whatnot, and then from there we go off of this.
I have two things to say about that. First, we do technically have all of their like research interests documented on the form. I don't know, but like not that matters. But also, what if like when you do the examples of research slide, Michael, you can like you can ask, you can say like, so what are you interested in? I'm sure there'll be like 4 people in attendance, so it wouldn't be a big deal. But would you be willing to take that on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Then yeah, on your slide, yeah, you're more than welcome to interact with the members.
Wait, but I feel like it's best to first start off by asking, like starting off the whole entire the slides by asking what their interests.
You think it's better to start off the whole entire presentation with that?
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else agree? I mean, I kind of like if you just do it.
Oh my gosh, I'm okay with starting off with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. It
No,
kind of
no.
sets a.
No,
I
I
I
mean,
know
guess-
what you mean, but I know you mean slide, but I just if like setting a basis with the people in the club just right off the bat.
You mean like asking, okay, hey guys, can anyone tell me, like, if you're, brave enough, do you have any ideas or topics that you'd like to look into about the research? Is that what you're saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
What
So
if we do
then-
like if we did like a round robin introduction also? Because I feel like last time the members didn't really get to talk at all, right? Like,
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm afraid of that. I mean, Michael, you could do that, but if no one decides to talk, then I guess we would just have to move on to, kind of
Yeah.
get.
I'll just stare at the screen like an awkward person. Just really.
So I guess the question is, when do we want to do that? Before, like when the meeting first starts, or at slide number 4?
No, I think it should be at slide number 4, actually.
I still think it should be in the beginning.
Okay, well,
And then
we
throughout
live
the
in-
slides, we can focus on like individual experiences. Does that make sense? Like, oh, this subject might be in your favor, or this research type or format or example might be a perfect perfect example for you. Something like that.
I see your reasoning.
But the thing is, if you, talk about it at the beginning, right afterwards, we're going to be jumping into types of research, rather than the examples of research, like we just have to make sure it kind of is is relevant to the topic that we're talking about at that time. Because we can't jump from one to another. I think it's best to kind of just introduce one thing and then go straight into that slide. It might scare them too. It looks like a lot of information, if I'm being honest. This meeting looks like it's going to take over about like an hour, if I'm if I'm being realistic.
I feel like it'll be less. We tend
Yeah,
to.
in what world is this gonna be an hour? What the hell?
Okay.
It looks like it because it looks like a
No,
lot
you're
of
right. There's a lot of detail.
Yeah.
So that we still have to go over.
kind of
Well,
35 minutes or whatnot, but
would you guys want to vote about when we do that? When Michael does this, at slide number 4 or the beginning of the club?
I like the beginning idea also. I think it kind of feels more natural than stopping and.
Okay. I like it. Okay. So let's vote then. Okay, so we'll just vote by raising our hands. We all have our camera on. Who votes for doing it at the beginning of the club? Okay, well, okay, then Michael. So I'll do the intro to the club. I'll do like the first slide, the introduction slide, and then I'm gonna hand it over to you, and you can just start talking about. Okay, so what are you interested? What are you guys interested in? Could you do that?
Yeah, dang. Back to what AJ said. That seems unnatural if you force it. Like, hey guys, I'm Mark. Hello. Now,
That's
here's
how
Michael.
that's how things are run. Okay, well, what if? I mean, that's just on you. How well you can deliver it. Just be natural.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, but
Okay.
as long as you don't make a transition that's awkward, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Oh.
I was gonna say,
okay.
hi guys, I'm Mark, or hey guys, president here, or whatever. And they're gonna say something, along the lines of, all right,
I'll try to seem natural. I don't know if it's like.
oh my god, you're a bot, Mark. You're a
You'll be
robot.
fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
Everyone
on
can be as smooth as you, Michael.
I wish I was smooth.
Yeah, Erica.
on a similar note to kind of the atmosphere that we're building, I think it would be cool if we had some kind of social time. I don't know if it needs to be I don't know how that will be exactly, but if we could just meet each other and talk to each other for I don't know, 5 minutes or something. Just something. I think it would be good to have something.
It's gonna sound weird, but if the slide does go on for longer than we expected, let's shove a break in the middle, like a social break. That sounds weird, but I don't know why it's the first thing that came to mind.
Well, would you guys want a social break? Because I kind of like to be social, as they're joining and kind of have a little small talk. Or do we want to do it in the middle?
I'm sorry, what would you consider a social break? Okay, yeah, so what are you considering
Yeah.
to be a social break? That's
Yeah.
the thing.
At Michael.
Okay, screw you. Not really a social break, but more like a 5-minute break, and then if they stay camera on or whatever, we can just talk to them. Does that make sense?
Okay, actually, something I just realized about that is, I don't know, people in the club, especially for the first time, I think they kind of just want to get the meeting over with. So I feel like that should happen at the end or the beginning. Mm-hmm. But during the actual content, I think they want to just run through the content.
Okay, so what's our goal for the time? Because I'm thinking.
I feel like an hour. 30 minutes to 30. An hour.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it'll go longer than 35, 40 minutes. They never do.
I feel like it would be a good idea. What if we set 5 minutes before, or maybe so the meeting starts at 2:30 or 2? I forgot.
2:30. Yeah.
2:30. So I mean, people will. Maybe we can open up 5 minutes before, and then we can start the actual presentation 2:35 or something like that. So then we have a few minutes before, and then afterwards we can just give it a shot to see who might want to stay and chat and ask questions or yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Were you thinking breakout rooms at all, or do you think it's just not going to be populated enough for that kind of interaction?
I think it's probably not populated enough, but I think breakout rooms is a cool idea, especially for maybe a workshop type thing in the future, where we assign a board member to each room type of thing. But I don't think that'll that's like a good model for this meeting, but I think in the future that's definitely a tool we could use. Just so we like are clear on who's doing what slide, because actually I'm a little confused. So I'll do like the intro, and then Michael, there's not a slide for it, but Michael will just start talking about, he'll ask questions about the research. And Michael, you'll also be doing the examples of research slide, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Then in that case, I think we all know what we're doing.
If anything, we can always just text each other and then also update Nadia. So
Yeah.
no worries about that.
Is there anything else?
Okay,
you
so
wanna-
what's the Microsoft slide? What is that?
That's the one that Jess sent with like how to do research. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, hold on. Holy crap, I need a new laptop. This thing is brain damaged.
Yeah, my fan is blowing too.
Dude, my fan doesn't work.
Oh.
It reached a point where the speakers now sound like it's deep fried. I
Oh.
don't understand what's wrong with this laptop.
Blow on it.
Is everyone here presenting at the UCI?
No.
Say it again? I'm sorry, what?
Is everyone here presenting at the UCI conference?
Whoa, wait, Mark, you're not?
No, I am.
Okay, yeah, wait. So, who isn't?
Is it just me?
Oh my
No.
gosh.
And Erica.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still talking to my engineering professor about trying to find topics. So.
Okay.
Love school with you.
Why do you ask, Jess? Just
Yeah,
curious.
because I was just wondering how you were going to present. Because it looks like my poster PDF, I have to present on Prezi. And
That's just a slideshow essentially then.
yeah, that's what they told me to do.
That's weird.
Kind of whack. It's I don't know. So it's going to be a video of me talking while I have not like the slides. I guess I don't know if you've done Prezi, but like it's cool, I guess, and
Yeah.
the way that you make it. But it's just I don't know. Yeah.
Who's they? Who do you mean by they?
The conference people.
Are you serious? I got an email saying, "Dear Michael, we are sorry, but we did not add you. Give us time to add you again."
What?
It was something along the side, like they said, "Sorry, we missed your name. We'll update you if we put you up again."
Oh.
So
You should contact them again just to see where they're at.
I think it's good now, right?
I got sent the email with the 2 PDFs of the guideline and the other thing.
Okay. So is there anything else we need to talk about for our slides? I'm pretty sure no. We all know which slide we're doing. Try to put all of your info you want by Wednesday night. So on Thursday I can edit it and Friday we'll present. Any final thoughts?
No, I think that's it so far. Just communicate with each other if we need any help.
Yeah.
Really.
Also, if you guys have not yet signed into our club email, do so you can be up to date with the emails we get. Okay, then I guess that's it for our meeting today.
All right. Well, bye guys. Hope you have a good day today.